Whoa, okay.
And the jokes.
And the jokes, yeah. Okay. That's a little lovely window into your married life there. We'll move on from that very quickly. Okay, so are you ready for your opening act? I'm going to need a tad more enthusiasm. Are you ready for your opening act? Well, you are in for a bit of a treat, Callington, because you all know your opening act. But you don't know him as a comedian. You know him as Mark, your postman. But he is actually a comedian. I've gigged with him loads of times. He is very funny and he's also a fantastic bloke. So, what is your name, my darling?
Me.
No, him! I'm cross-eyed. April. April, you have a very important job this evening. April, you are in charge of the clap. April, you have the clap. Start clapping, please, April. Start clapping. Everybody copy April. And start cheering. And welcome the wonderful Mark Bennett.
Surprise! Fucking surprise for me too. I only come to do tickets. God, I know everybody. God, I know everyone. All I know is this goes wrong, it's me. Fucking Onward Monday. Thank you all for coming. It's really good to see you all, especially my colleagues from Callington Royal Mail Depot. Typical Callington posties. 3 of them went to the wrong place. And we waited so long for one, it was quicker just to go and get him ourselves, you know what I mean? But it is lovely to be here, honestly, it's really lovely to be here, because I've just come from Launceston, fuck me, it's lovely to be here. Cheers. It's not a drunken rant, by the way, it's alcohol free. But I'm still doing dry Jan. Or menopausal Janet, as she's better known. Have I gone too soon? Have I gone too soon? Liz, have I gone too soon? No, Liz is the cleaner up the depot. Not a particularly good one. She'd see the state of it. We were going to complain, but we thought we'd better let the dust settle first. Lovely to see you, Liz. Now, normally I come on stage and I talk about myself, but you all know everything about me, don't you? Yes. So I'll have to tell you about my private life. What can I say? I'm a married man. Been married 5 happy years. 17 miserable fuckers. Yeah. Wow. Have you heard that old adage? You wait till a man's heart is through his stomach. She told me her name was Donna and that was it. I love kebab. Trouble is, after 20 odd years, I now live with a large Donna. And very much true to form, she leaves a bad taste in my mouth and very often repeats on me. I'm joking. It's just we're going through a stage, because all marriage goes through stages, doesn't it? Marriage goes through stages. We went through that stage where we both wanted different things. I wanted a motorbike, she wanted Dave across the road, but we got through that. Now we're going through a stage where you just start around because you can. If the opportunity presents itself, you've got to take it, haven't you? We went shopping last weekend. She said, come on, love, tell me the truth. Does this dress make me look fat? I said, no, love, dress is fine. She asked her stomach, make you look fat. But she gets her own back. Don't worry about that. She gets her own back. I was coming out tonight. She had her friend round. I said, we're off now then, love. She said, bye-bye, credit card. Then she looked at her friend. She said, I called him my credit card because when I want something, I use him. That's nice, isn't it? Quite ironic, because when I want something, she becomes contactless. But, no, I hold my hands up. All the properties in my marriage lay firmly on my door, because in the 20 odd years we've been together, I haven't understood a single word she said. I mean, it's mainly because she's Japanese. But, I'll tell you what it is, we've stopped talking. We just don't talk anymore. It's not that we've fallen out, had a row, but we've been together so long, we've run out of things to say. You just sit there in the evening, don't you? Watching the telly, looking at your phone, nothing to say, communication has been lost. And it's not just us, loads of people are at it. And it got so bad during lockdown, they started putting adverts on the telly. Did you ever see them? Celebrity to come and say, stop what you're doing, take a moment to talk. Did you ever see them? Stop what you're doing, take a moment to talk. One come on one night, she said, we don't talk. We never talk. We should talk. Let's talk. I didn't know what to say. She said, I'll tell you what, she said, ask me a question, ask me anything you like. I said, all right then. What's your favourite sexual position? Without any hesitation, she said, boiled egg. Boiled egg, yeah. It meant nothing to me either until I came home and found my bed before soldiers. I mean, at least we're still together, not like my younger brother. My younger brother's not even 50, he's been married 3 times. 3 times, he's not even 50. Very much a victim of circumstances, though. Because when he left school, he was very successful. He was a millionaire by the time he was 21. A millionaire, and he became obsessed with money, and all he could think about was money, money, money. So much so, he married a girl called Penny. Now, unfortunately, financial crash, lost all his money, Penny left him. He became very depressed and started drinking. and all he could think about was drink, 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 became an alcoholic, and all he could think about was drink, drink, drink. So much so, he married a girl called Stella. But we managed to sort him out, dried him out, and he's quite happy now. 10 years he's been married to Fanny. Couldn't make it up, mate, could you? Well, I did, but you know what I mean. But as much as I joke about me and my wife, we are one of our success stories, because we've been together a lot longer than we were married, because I met her at school. We were both at school, I'm not from Bodmin. And it's a true story. One day I was running down the corridor and I ran straight into her. And I knocked all her books onto the floor. I apologised, bent down, picked them up, and I looked into her eyes and I thought, she's nice. And then she sat handing all her books back. I noticed on every one she'd written, I love anal. So I asked her out there and then. Took me 6 years to discover she was dyslexic and fancied me mate Alan. Still causes problems to this day. We went shopping at the weekend. All women said I was childish because my carry bag said tampon. Fucking top man. Now, what you will notice about me tonight is I am the oldest comedian on the bill. Oldest, unhealthiest, unfittest, slowly getting closer to death, but looking at some of you lot, I don't feel too bad about it. It's horrible getting old, though. You start losing interest in things. The first thing you lose interest in is work. You think, fuck it, I've been in once this week, I'll go again properly next week. And now I've lost all motivation to get up. The only motivation I've got to get up is my bladder. And even then it's like using that Costa machine round the corner. Because you get anything, I don't think this is working. And then it's a very slow trickle. And let's face it, you can never be really sure if it's finished dripping or not. I've become a worrier in my old age. Worry about silly things. I'm worried about next week because I've got to go to the doctors because it's that annual check-up time, you know, the gentleman's MOT. And I worry because at some point he's going to say, drop your pants. He's going to put his hands around my plums and tell me to cough. And at my age, if I cough, I'm quite likely to wee on him. There's every possibility it's going to smell of sugar puffs, so I don't even eat them. Oh, don't laugh, my life shit. Even the dog's only got 3 legs. You get these people say, oh, it's a miracle because she only had 2 when I got her. Right, this is the best joke you're going to hear for the evening. You hear this, you'll go mad, you'll stand up, you'll give me a round of applause and you'll leave, and it's not even worth seeing the next one. Right? Because in my old age I've become very vulnerable. I've become vulnerable with one subject to con artists, I'll buy anything. I bought a canoe off a bloke in the sea last week, only went in for a paddle. It's easy this whole art, isn't it? But I've become quite spiritual in my old age, I must admit, become quite spiritual. I think it was lockdown that did it. I started looking at the world in a new way. Because have you noticed that if something bad happens in the world, something good happens to follow it and sort it out. Something bad followed by something good. And this became apparent to me about 3 or 4 years ago when I was diagnosed with having Parkinson's disease. So apparently, got Parkinson's as a result of my heavy drinking. But now as a result of Parkinson's, I spill most of it. I mean, I can laugh about it now, but at the time I was heavily shaken. I've lost a lot of weight over the last couple of years. People have noticed it. I don't know if you've noticed it. Well, I put it on, to be honest with you. I put it on to start with. I didn't realise. I just kept getting on. I'm not making excuses, but I did have a lot on my plate. But I didn't realise how big I'd got until I got on a bus one day and a pregnant woman offered me her seat. And I didn't mind. I thought I was quite funny, quite jolly, but it was the body shaming I couldn't take. People could be so nasty, can't they? It's body shaming. It all came to a head one night. I was getting ready for bed. My wife was already in bed. She was in bed watching telly. She was an old James Bond. I took my shirt off. She said, look at the state of you. I said, what? She said, look at the state of you. And then she pointed at the telly. She said, see that? See that? That's Sean Connery. When he made this film, he was 20 years older than you are now. He's far fitter, far healthier, far more sexually attractive than you are. You need to sort yourself out. I said, what do you want me to do then? She said, go to the doctors, get some Viagra, and you could be my very own Sean Connery. So I did. Went to doctors, 14 tablets for a fortnight. Every morning, every night we were at it. Fantastic. And when we used the last tablet, I cuddled up to her. I said, well, love, did that Viagra make me Sean Connery? She said, no, it didn't make Sean Connery, but it did make you Roger Moore. Excuse me. Well, it's a joke about actors. That was a bit. So yeah, I went to the doctors and they sorted me out. They gave me a gym subscription because they want to keep people out of hospital now, so they give you gym subscriptions to slim down. But I had to go to the hospital for an open day, see what was going on. They put a few events on, put a football match on between 2 teams of stroke patients. Very one-sided. Too much, was it? Too much. And then there was a leprosy sufferer offering free karate lessons when I snapped his hand off. Well, I don't know if you've noticed this about me, but I'm currently going through a sex change. From very little to none at all. Well, the only thing I've told you that is true is I did genuinely meet my wife at school, so that we're the only sexual partners that we've ever had. Do you know what I mean? So we've, nobody's shown us what to do, so it was me on top, and it was great. I mean, don't get me wrong, we tried getting kinky one night, we left the lights on. That was actually going quite well. I said, any chance you're moaning a bit? She said, well, the ceiling needs painting. So I borrowed a pornographic video from old Lenny over there, if you want, I'll go and see him. And we sat there and watched it together, but it just resulted in me saying, I'll never manage that. And she said, I'm not letting you do that. And if I'm honest, the only thing we both fancied trying was a pizza that they both turned up with at the beginning. She said, I'll tell you what, she said, when you go to work on Monday, ask your colleagues what they do for fun in the bedroom. I come home that night, she said, how'd you get on? I said, not very well. They told me I was kinky, perverted, disgusting. He reported me to HR. It's my own fault, I should have asked the blokes really. But, shouldn't be talking about sex at my age, should I? Shouldn't be talking about sex at my age because, it's dangerous. We've had to actually take out an insurance policy because it's so dangerous. Someone at my age, I could die of a heart attack, wife could die of boredom. You never know, do you? And the old insurance policy came through the other day. We got the certificate, came through with a little welcome pack, included a single Viagra, so it was an added boner. But I was very thorough, this thing, very thorough. It's got personal liability in case I injure myself, public liability in case we go dogging, and there's a specialist clause in case we get involved in a bukkake session. It's my wife's idea, she likes to be fully covered. If you didn't understand that joke, ask somebody who did. Do not Google it, whatever you do. So, I'm a family man, got 2 teenage daughters, 17 and 19. Silly fucking names, I know, but there you go. They're good girls by and large, well, one's by and one's large, but as long as they're happy, that's what I say. But they never want to come out with mum and dad, but unless it's the end of the month, they've got no money and dad's paying, you know what I mean? They always want to choose, and they say, we want to go to Nando's. You been to Nando's? Yeah. Just a harvester and someone's fucked off with a salad bar, and that's all it is. Nothing special at all. But you'd be walking through like Plymouth Town Centre, looking at all the closed shops, and someone will come out at you with a clipboard and say, excuse me sir, have you got over 50 life cover? You say, no I haven't. They get excited and say, do you realise if you die, one of your 2 daughters could end up covering the cost of your funeral? So don't give a shit, mate. That one owes me for 2 holidays, that one owes me for a car. It's the only one going to get me money back, isn't it? But all this talk about death and that, it does bring your own mortality back to you, It's quite frightening because, you realise that you're going to die, and then I'm at that age where your friends start dying all of a sudden. That's not very nice. They just die and you think, a friend of mine died the other week, quite sad, but friend from school, we used to call him Henry the Hoover, because he's a little bloke with red hair. And his mum was a cleaner, she used to drag him behind her, And he died, it was drug related if I'm honest, he got run over coming out of the chemist. But, sick joke, I made that up. He died in his sleep. He died in his sleep, but you'd have thought the fire engines would have woken him up, wouldn't you? But anyway, we came back from his funeral, and me and my wife started talking, and we said, look, we could be next, one of us could be next. We ought to make plans, so we sat down, held hands, had a few tears, and we came to an agreement, and we said, if one of us dies before long, the surviving member should move on. Don't be on your own, you get one crack at this. Don't be on your own. So we came to the agreement that you'd move on, find love again, but the surviving person would visit the deceased person's final resting place at least once a week. That's nice, isn't it? As soon as we agreed that, she said, you won't visit my final resting place once a week. Fucking well, I'm going to promote it to scattered in Tesco. No problem. Finger the points. But as I got angrier, as I got older and angrier, I've started going off kids a lot as well. Not little kids, they're all right. Not to give yourself away, I could tolerate them. You know what I mean? It's the ones that just left school and think they know everything. You know what I mean? Think they know everything. Think you can tell. You've got to respect them, but they don't have to respect you. Them ones. My youngest brought a new boyfriend home the other day. Never going to be good enough. Of course, she's not. It's my little girl. She came in. She said, "Hello, Dad. This is John." I said, "Hello, John." He went, "All right, bruv." "All right, bruv." I said, "I don't think we're related, John." He said, "Oh, sorry, mate." I said, "No, you fucking mate, I haven't." And then he got all leery. He went, "Well, what should I call you?" I said, how about your ex-girlfriend's dad now? Piss off out my house. Now, you only know me locally, but I'm going to let you into a secret. I'm not really from Cornwall. No. Not many people know this. I moved here 15 years ago from a little town on the south coast called Brighton. When I moved to a little village just outside Launceston called Traversey, which I believe is Cornish for no pub or chip shop. And when I left Brighton, my friend said, don't move to Cornwall. They won't like you, they won't talk to you, they'll hate you, they won't speak to you, you'll never get a job. Load of rubbish, got a job straight away, and everybody was really friendly. Friendly from day one, they all started calling me Grant. Grant. That was nice of them. Nickname Grant, because obviously to them I sound a bit like Grant Mitchell. Found out last week, Grant, short for him a Grant. They don't like me at all. But I do love some things about living in Cornwall, I must admit. And one of the things I love is that you lot don't give a shit about anything, do you? Don't give a shit, don't care, everything's just a laugh. And if you want to know anything, you've got to find out for yourself. And this became apparent to me a little while ago, an accident, I hurt my back. Aww. Normally I have to ask for a second one, this is quicker than talking, let me tell you. And I went to the doctors, he said, look, you're going to have to go for physiotherapy. You're going to have to go to the hospital. I thought, oh no, I'm going to have to go to Derriford, because we're on from all the hospitals in the big cities, and we've got buildings and buildings and buildings, and each department has its own building. I thought, nightmare. He said, no, we've got a physiotherapy clinic at Launceston Hospital on a Tuesday. Marvellous, went along, free parking, brilliant. But what they don't do is, they don't tell you that some of the facilities are shared. You've got to find this out for yourself. I got there, I said, hello, my name's Mark, I'm here for physiotherapy. She said, no problem, the waiting room's down there on the left. So I went into the waiting room for the physiotherapy department and found out it was also the waiting room for the sexual health clinic. First thing I knew, there was a poster on the wall. Does your penis look like this? I can honestly say it didn't, because the picture was black. And then the thing is, everybody just assumes that you're here for a sexual health problem. Don't think about it being for physiotherapy, so you stand there like this and all that. But for the youngsters now, a sexual disease is a badge of honour. They see it as a badge of honour. This young fella came in, he was about 17, had a sexual disease, wanted everybody to know about it. He stood there strumming himself like a guitar. I don't know how to describe him. He was about 17, big baseball boots on, big baggy jeans, pants over the top, hoodie, cap back the front, gold chain. Now where I come from, he's a gangster rapper. Turns out he's from Coronation Road. He's a gangster rapper. But what summed up Cornwall to me and how people don't give a shit was these two porters, these two local blokes, wheeled in a lady in a wheelchair, about 90, obviously there for physiotherapy. She was there for sexual health problem, fair play to the old girl. But these two porters just didn't give a shit. They left this poor 90-year-old woman sat under a poster that simply read, "This is what gonorrhea looks like." Now, when I first moved down there, the first job I got was at that Homely Garden Centre, you know, up in Launceston, or as it's commonly known, how much? They got this wonderful system up there, and I've never seen it anywhere else. And they've got this thing that you can be as lazy as you like, you can have as much time off work as you like, but you've got to pay for it. They've got this thing called credit sticks. You've heard about this? I can't believe that it's only in one place in Cornwall, but old Derek's got this system sorted, and it's like, if you want to have any time off work, what you do is you invest in this thing called credit sticks. You do it as a single person or as part of the syndicate. What you do is you physically buy them with cash. And then when you want 10 minutes off work, you just take the credit stick, you take it outside, you set fire to it, you blow smoke out of it, and this entitles you to 10 minutes off work, apparently. Okay, brilliant. And what you do is you stand there and you talk about the people still working, you know what I mean? Now, I hadn't been there long, and I saw Terry going out for one. I said, "Oh, Terry, I wish I was part of the syndicate. I wish I could be part of the credit stick." He said, "I tell you what," he said, "have one of mine, I'll treat you." And I went outside. And the irony was, I only wanted 10 minutes off work. This thing made me so bloody sick that I took the rest of the day off. Now, a few of us got talking and we said, why do these people get time off work just because they've got this filthy habit? And we thought it was really unfair. So half a dozen of us decided that the following day we'd form our own credit stick union in the form of Kit Kats. So the next morning, all the smokers went outside. Half a dozen of us went outside with Kit Kats. We formed our own circle. We had one finger each. We spent 10 minutes sucking the chocolate off the wafer. And then when you finish with it, you throw it on the floor and stamp on it. Push it into a wall if you want to look flash like the old reflect it. But I tell you what, how long before the similarities start coming out. 2 days in, the same bloke comes outside. I've left my Kit Kats in my jacket, can I have one of yours? Dave went on holiday, come back with 48, tried to sell them off cheap. They bought out limited edition mint one for a while, didn't they? I went mental for a fortnight. They called me naive, but there's a Rastafarian fella, Patrick, his Kit Kats always smelled far more exotic than everyone else. I'm going to have to go. I've had a lovely evening though, thank you. It was last Tuesday in Bristol, but it's only... But I've got to go home, so I won't even see you after this. I've got to go home. Well, it's just... My wife's at home, right, and we've done this new thing, and I come out and do this, and she sits indoors watching box sets, like Netflix, iPlayer, and then when I go home, she tells me what she's been watching, and it's our way of talking, because communication has been lost, you know what I mean? And it's just what we do, so I've got to get home and see what she's been watching, and it was a couple of years ago now, I suppose. I got home one night, pulled up on the drive, and she was waiting in the doorway. I thought, oh no, what's happened? She said, get in here. I said, what? She said, get in here now. I said, what's the matter? She said, nothing. I've been watching this programme called Dr. Foster. Did anybody ever see it? Yeah. She said, the internet's gone mad. She said, they've had this scene called hate sex. I said, what's that? She said, it's when you make love to somebody, but you hate them. I didn't say nothing. She said, I'd like to try that. I thought, this don't sound great. I said, who? She said, well, you, I thought, well, this ain't getting any better. She said, I want you to do a bit of role play. She said, I want you to hate me. I want you to drag me upstairs. Now, this is weird, we live in a bungalow. She said, I want you to drag me upstairs and make love to me like I'm the person you hate most in all the world. I tried. I carried her up into the attic. And I tried, but I couldn't. I don't hate her. I love her. We've been together since school. I could never hate her. She grabbed me by the throat. She said, don't you spoil this for me. She said, this means a lot to me. Do not spoil this to me. Close your eyes, count to 10, and then make love to me like I'm the person you hate most in all the world. The only other person I could think of was Dave across the road. She wouldn't let me do that. Callington, thank you very much. Good night.
Making you all laugh on a Saturday and then leaving rubber bands on your driveway on a Monday. Mark would never admit to this because he's a very, very humble man, but he was actually recently voted